This is Becky Wilcox, bringing you breaking news on Insight News TV. A disaster is unfolding off the coast of northeast England. Jet fuel is pouring into the sea after a catastrophic collision at sea. A US military-linked tanker was struck by a cargo ship, and the consequences could be devastating. But how did two modern vessels crash in broad daylight? And with one person still missing, what happens next? Stay with us. This is a story you need to hear. A maritime crisis is gripping the waters off the port city of Hull. At approximately 10 a.m. Monday, a Portuguese-flagged container ship, the Solong, slammed into the anchored US-operated fuel tanker, Stena Immaculate, unleashing a surge of jet fuel into the sea. The tanker, linked to the US military supply chain, was carrying crucial fuel for the armed forces. The British Coast Guard sprang into action, rescuing 36 crew members. But one person remains unaccounted for, lost at sea. Search efforts are ongoing, but the clock is ticking. Was this an unavoidable disaster or an act of sheer incompetence? Experts are questioning how in the 21st century such a collision could happen. An oceanographer speaking to media was blunt. Modern ships have radar, anti-collision systems. This should not have happened. The Stena Immaculate was anchored. It had no time to move. The Solong should have adjusted course. This was human failure. The Solong's Hamburg-based owner has confirmed that both ships sustained serious damage from the impact and ensuing fire. And that's not all. What was inside the Solong's cargo hold raises alarming concerns. Among the containers, alcohol and sodium cyanide, a highly toxic chemical used in gold mining. If these substances leak into the water, the environmental fallout could be catastrophic. Meanwhile, US military officials have confirmed that the Stena Immaculate was on a short-term charter to the US Navy's Military Sealift Command, responsible for fueling operations worldwide. An insurance specialist has warned that while jet fuel poses a lower pollution risk than crude oil, the extent of the damage depends on how many tanks were breached and how much fuel has entered the sea. And then there's the question of accountability. Who will answer for this? Investigations are underway, but early signs point to a failure in navigation. Was it human error, a miscalculation, or something even more troubling? Greenpeace has already sounded the alarm, warning that the environmental impact will depend on the scale of the spill and the type of fuel involved. With jet fuel and potentially hazardous chemicals in the mix, what's next for the coastline of northeast England? This is an unfolding crisis with serious environmental and security implications. Will those responsible be held to account? And can the spill be contained before it's too late? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Insight News TV for in-depth analysis and updates on this developing story. I'm Becky Wilcox. Stay informed, stay engaged, and we'll see you next time.